as a young man, he discovered a world that was very different from his village. The city rewarded power, money, and ambition. Kindness often looked like weakness. At first, Aarav tried to hold on to his values, but the pressure around him kept pushing him in another direction. His boss once told him, "If you want to succeed here, you must learn to think about yourself first." Those words began to grow inside Aarav like a dangerous seed. The first time he ignored someone who needed help, he felt guilty. An old man had fallen near a busy street, and Aarav had been late for an important meeting. For a moment he considered stopping, but instead he walked past. Someone else will help him, he told himself. That small decision haunted him for days, but slowly the guilt faded. Life became a race, and Aarav became very good at running. Years passed, and Aarav built a successful career. He earned money, bought a beautiful house, and gained respect from powerful people. Yet the more he gained, the less he felt connected to others. Friends became competitors. Kindness became inconvenience. Even his relationship with his sister Mira weakened because he was always too busy to listen to her problems. One rainy evening, Mira came to him crying. She had lost her job and needed help. Aarav barely looked up from his laptop. "I can't solve everyone's problems," he said coldly. "You need to learn to stand on your own." Mira left silently that night. It was the last time Aarav ever saw her. Years later, when Aarav heard that she had moved far away and was struggling alone, something inside him twisted with regret. But pride stopped him from reaching out. Instead, he buried himself deeper into work, convincing himself that emotions were a waste of time. Then one night, everything changed. Aarav was driving home late from the office when a sudden storm hit the city. The rain fell so hard that the road looked like a river. His phone buzzed with messages from work, and he glanced down for only a second. That second was enough. When he looked back up, headlights flashed directly in front of him. The sound of crashing metal filled the air, and then silence. Now he stood on the mysterious path between heaven and hell. The calm voice spoke again. "Your life is finished, Aarav. But before you walk your final path, you must understand something." Suddenly, the fog around him began to move like living smoke. Scenes from his life appeared in the air like mirrors. He saw the old man he ignored on the street. He saw his sister leaving his house in tears. He saw countless moments when he had chosen ambition instead of compassion. Aarav felt a heavy weight pressing on his chest. "I was just trying to survive," he whispered weakly. The voice replied gently, "Every person tries to survive. But survival alone does not define a soul." The fog thickened, and Aarav felt himself slowly being pulled toward the darker path. The air grew colder. Distant cries echoed in the darkness, not of punishment, but of endless regret. "Wait," Aarav said desperately. "Is there nothing I can do?" The voice remained silent for a long moment. Then it said something unexpected. "There is one thing left." Suddenly the scene around him changed again. Aarav found himself standing in a hospital room. A young boy lay in bed, weak but alive. Doctors were rushing around him. "This child survived the accident you caused," the voice explained. "His future will now be shaped by the choices you made in a single moment." Aarav watched as the boy's mother held his hand and whispered prayers of gratitude that he had survived. Tears filled Aarav's eyes. "I didn't know," he said. "No one ever knows the full impact of their actions while they are alive." The voice replied. The golden path toward heaven flickered faintly in the distance, as if responding to something deep inside Aarav. "Hell and heaven are not simply places," the voice continued. "They are reflections of the hearts people create during their lives." Aarav dropped to his knees. "For years I thought success meant winning," he said softly. "But now I see that I lost the things that truly mattered." The voice asked him one final question. "If you could live your life again, what would you change?" Aarav didn't hesitate. "I would stop for the old man on the street. I would listen to my sister when she cried. I would choose kindness even when it slowed me down. Because now I understand something. Heaven is not something we find after death. It's something we build in the lives of others." For a moment, everything became completely still. Then the fog began to fade. The golden path grew brighter, and the voice spoke for the final time. "Every soul learns this truth eventually. Some learn it while living, and some learn it when it is already too late." But as Aarav stepped forward, something incredible happened. Far away, In another part of the world, Mira suddenly felt an unexplainable warmth in her heart. At that same moment, the young boy from the accident opened his eyes with a new determination to live a meaningful life. Because sometimes, even at the very end, a single realization can transform a lifetime of mistakes into the first step toward heaven. And the true secret of hell and heaven is this: they are not waiting for us after death, that we are building them every single day while we live.